Welcome, students. Today, you will be learning about another important part of speech in English grammar. This part of speech is mainly used to show the relation between nouns and pronouns in a sentence. Since they give us information about the relation shared between nouns by indicating their time, place, direction, source, etc. Hence, these words or parts of speech are called prepositions. Students, you will notice the name itself suggests that the word is going to indicate the relation between nouns in terms of time, place, direction, etc. A preposition is defined as a word which is placed before a noun or a pronoun. As we have already discussed, a preposition shows the relationship between certain words in the sentence, namely between the noun or the pronoun, some part of the remaining sentence, which is usually also a noun or a pronoun. Let's consider an example. Raju chased the dog into a corner. The word into is a preposition and it shows the specific relationship between two nouns, the dog and corner. In this sentence, the vase was kept on the table. The preposition on in this sentence shows the relation between two nouns, vase and the table in terms of the position. There are several categories of prepositions. Three of the most important ones are preposition of direction and motion. Such prepositions show the relation between multiple nouns or pronouns in terms of the direction or movement of the nouns. Prepositions such as across, along, around, behind, for, off, onto, out of, at, by, down, into, on, up to, over are some of the common prepositions of direction and motion. Let's use some of these prepositions in sentences to see how they are used. 1. The hunter aimed the arrow at the deer. 2. She ran across the field with her kites. 3. My mother put my old toys into the big box. 4. The friends walked by the footpath. In these four examples, the preposition at indicates the direction of the arrow towards the deer. In the second sentence, across tells us the movement of the girl with the kites on the field. In the third and fourth example, the prepositions into and by connect the nouns toys and big box and friends and footpath respectively. The next type of preposition is prepositions of position, which indicate the relation between multiple nouns and pronouns in terms of their position. Some of the common prepositions of positions are above, below, at, behind, against, by, beside, with, up, near, after, before, along, between, around, on, in. Read the following sentences where some of these prepositions have been used. 1. The teacher arranged the papers on the table. 2. I sit beside my friend during the break. 3. The old was standing before me in the queue. 4. The cookie jar was kept near the ketchup bottle. In these sentences, the preposition on connects the papers and the table, whereas the word beside connects two nouns, I and my friend. In the third sentence, the word before indicates the position of the old lady who was standing in front of me in the queue. In the last sentence, the two nouns cookie jar and ketchup bottle is connected using the word near, which indicates position. The third type of preposition you will be learning about is preposition of time. As suggested in the name itself, these words will establish a connect between noun and pronoun in terms of time. The common prepositions of time are about, at, in, on, during, for, past, around, after, before, to, since, until, by, between, from. Let's use some of these prepositions in sentences and understand how they show the relationship between nouns in terms of time. 1. The doctor is available from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. 2. Meet me before 6 p.m. on Monday. 3. The movie lasted for 3 hours. 4. My family has been in Mumbai since the last 10 years. The prepositions like from, to show that the doctor is only available during that time. The prepositions before and on show that I can only meet before 6 on Monday. The word for in the third example indicates the duration of the movie. Similarly, in the last example, the preposition since tells us that the family has lived in Mumbai for a period of 10 years, indicate time and hence are called prepositions of time. Students, now that you have learned the main kinds of prepositions and how they can be used in sentences, you can now identify them and use them in sentences of your own effectively.